You're listening to the Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marci Persky. In this installment, Marci's on her way to Chicago, or maybe not. Also, spoofing the FBI and the DC police. How well does that go? And you just have a few more weeks to get in your Captain Oblivious entry. Details of the contest at the end of this podcast.
It's raining out. It's making me so thirsty. I don't know why.
That is a good question. Why would...
Oh, no, isn't it supposed to make you pee when you hear water?
Oh, my gosh.
I want to drink it.
You know, that was the old overnight slumber party thing where the kid who was asleep, they'd put their hand in warm water.
Well, I just remember that after my last kid was born, and they wouldn't let you leave the hospital until you can pee, and the nurses said, turn on the bathroom water. I was thinking, I don't.
Did it work?
It just makes me thirsty. Anyway, speaking of really, really stupid things.
Uh-oh.
So, we're planning this trip over your way.
Yes, you're on your way to Chicago pretty soon. You're leaving the Grand Canyon behind you. We'll fly over it and wave ta-ta.
And I researched, and I looked, and I waited, and finally I bought our tickets a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Copacetic. Last night, I got a text from our airline.
Uh-huh.
It says boarding will begin 10 minutes.
What? Oh, no, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. And here we are, 3.5 hours away. Neither one of us has ever taken a red eye. And plus, I guess neither one of us knows what time it is. Because it was 12:30 a.m. Thursday was what I thought. And we arrive at 5 a.m. Friday. And I'm like, ooh, that's a long flight when I realized what I did.
I can't even keep track. I'm just sorry that you... So what do they do when you call and you panic and you tell them, oh, my God, I read my ticket wrong?
Nobody answered the phone.
What?
No one answered the phone, so I had to do it online. And you want to know what they do? They charged us for a whole new flight.
When you're in the airport, you go into customer service, and that's, of course, when you get in, there will be nobody in customer service, so you'll have to sleep in the airport just so that you can cry in the airport in the morning. But I think that might be worth it.
Our flight.
Well, it'll be interesting. It's going to be. I wish I had a video of this exchange. That would be good.
They're going to see two grown adults crying.
Yeah.
4 days.
It's crazy.
It's sad.
Would it make you feel better to know that I have done similarly witless things? I was trying to figure out what would be a good word for that. Witless. It's I have indeed bought tickets and realized they were for the wrong day. But usually I realize they're for the wrong day before I get the note saying you're boarding in 10 minutes.
No.
But I'm glad you're not a cardiac patient.
No, I'm definitely not a cardiac patient.
It happens a lot lately. I mean, you get a text saying your doctor's appointment is in 15 minutes. We're expecting to see you. And you're like, what? What doctor's appointment? And that's because now everybody texts you, like if you're supposed to have your teeth cleaned, they send you a text. Everybody's texting you from everywhere about everything you're supposed to be doing. And at a certain point, you either just completely zone out or you just pull your hair out constantly. So,
well, I actually put a filter on my texts. My text does, and if it doesn't recognize a phone number, it says, "Who are you? What do you want?" And if it's somebody that I don't know and I don't care about, it says, "Please leave a message," and then I erase the message right away.
Okay. Here's the other one that I hate. When they can call you, but you can't call them. Yeah.
It's always like fake numbers. One time.
Oh, wait. My house guest almost got scammed out of like all her data just the day before yesterday.
And was it Steve in India?
It wasn't Steve in India, although the woman did have an accent and claimed to be calling from the FBI, spoofing the FBI's number.
Oh
and
my God.
I come upstairs to where she's staying just in time to see her in a panic because they're telling her that another phone number with her name attached to it is being used to scam people out of money, claiming they can help them with their visa applications. And so they're going to shut off all her phone lines,
Oh my God.
including that one.
That's a new one.
Yeah, it's a new one to me. But I said, look, the FBI has better things to do. They're shoving the president off an airplane in a catering cart. They're not worried. They've got
the
people.
FBI call center.
Has anybody ever called you to tell you that there's a problem of this sort? You beg them to follow these people around. You beg them to arrest Steve in India with the internet scam. They're not calling you to say, hey, can we be helpful and disconnect your phone? No. They are busy trying to find some surface-to-air missile that's going to take out Air Force One. That's what they're doing, if we're lucky. And so, but the logic, people get scared enough, and logic does not apply. And here's the reason I want to bring this up today. They find the one thing. They poke around till they find the one thing you are most afraid of. The old scam where they tell you your grandchild is in the hospital and you need to put money on the credit card. That's because the thing that every grandparent is most afraid of is something happening to their grandkid. Everybody but me, if I have a grandkid. I pretty much believe in child sacrifice, so don't come looking at me. But
mine lives right behind me,
right.
So I pretty much know what's going on at all times.
We did once get a call from my now deceased father-in-law going, the kid's all right? And we're like, you never call to ask if the kids are all right. Why are you calling? Well, because somebody told me that the big cutie's in the hospital. Like, oh, good to call because they're all right, and that's a scam. But they pick the one thing because all you hear is grandchild in hospital, and the rest is less wah, 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 and you don't listen to anything after that. And in the case of my girlfriend staying here, it's we're going to disconnect your phone.
Oh, and she can't have that.
No, she can't have that. She runs a business. She travels. Her phone is her phone. And that's the weird part. They keep at you till they figure out what is it your bank account? Is it your credit? What is the thing that scares you the most? And they've got a list of a few things, I think, and they keep going till they find the one that will scare you the most. And then you just turn over everything. So I get up there and I'm practically yelling at her, hang up the phone. Just hang up the phone, hang up the phone. You can call the FBI yourself. Mostly my girlfriends just know that if I say I'm right, I'm right. Just don't argue with me, right?
Yeah.
I will tell you if I'm not absolutely
useless.
I will tell you well, there's that. But I will tell you if I'm absolutely sure that I'm right, and then I'm like the Pope. I have ruled ex cathedra. I'm right. Don't bother second guessing me. The second level is, I'm pretty sure I'm right. And then if you want to have a conversation about it, fine. And then there's, I don't know, I don't think I could render on a judgment on this. My inclination is to say this is BS, and then you want to check it out, fine. But I said to my friend, this is BS. But if you want to feel better, let's call the FBI ourselves. But they put the number on the phone. That's a spoof number. Look it up. Call. So we call. Oh, we don't call people to tell them that their phones are being. But is that enough for her? No, it's not. She said, well, they told me, they gave me this number in Washington, D.C. Okay. I said, that's probably a spoof number too. So let's look up the non-emergency number of the police department in the District of Columbia. This woman, she gave me her ID. She gave me her phone number. I said, I'm Jesus Christ. Here's my phone number. What the hell does it matter what they say on the phone? And here's the really ugly thing that went through my head. The FBI, not that this is a political show, is not known for hiring people with distinct foreign accents. They do, but it's not what they're known for. Just saying, especially not now. This is not a political show, but just not now. But this woman, whatever her name is, Grace Marci or something, she's got a distinctly not. Right. Yeah. All right. But I said, okay, we'll call the non-emergency. And at this point, this is 3 times now. My friend has second guessed me and I'm getting miffed. I told you, you've called the FBI. So that's 2. I've given you 17 reasons why this is BS. So that's 3. Okay. We call the Washington, D.C. Police Department. And you know what the woman did when she answered the phone?
She said FBI.
Did she laugh? No. She said, well, she said, you're not the first. Don't feel stupid. We get calls from doctors and heads of companies and sitting U.S. senators. And I'm like, okay, do you believe me? I felt like that AT&T commercial. Can you hear me now?
Well, we got
Final
did she
chapter.
finally believe you?
They had told her they would turn off her phone in 3 hours if she didn't cooperate with this original scam caller. So now at 3 hours, she checks to see if her phone
Still on.
still on. And then I just threw up my hands and thought, you know what? Next time, give him your flipping PIN number. See if I care. See if I care.
Yeah. Frankie got one of those calls when we were visiting the girls in Denver,
Yeah.
telling him that there's a warrant out for his arrest because he'd missed jury duty. And he said, well, I'm in Denver. And they said, oh, good to know. We'll arrest you at the airport. You won't be able to leave. We're going to put out whatever they put out.
Oh, for God's sakes.
And I mean, and it just kept going and going. And I could see he was getting upset. I said, Frankie, please hang up. They don't do that. They're not going to arrest you at the Denver airport because you supposedly missed jury duty in Coconino County.
This is the other thing. With all of the conspiracy theorists, it's like, this is when I just lose my mind. Do you really think we're that organized? Have you ever had a conversation? And one of the best organized things we do, by the way, is run our elections. And even that, it takes them 20 minutes to find your name on the pad and cross it off and, give you the thing. And then the guy feeds it in backwards and they have to do the whole thing. That's
now you got to give blood.
It's one of the more organized things we do. And even that is a process. So what makes people think all of a sudden we're so well organized? We put out Amber Alerts for accidentally, somebody's kitten. Whoops, didn't know. Was it a kitten? That's not a person?
Well, the spoof numbers?
Yes.
The funniest one we ever got is Frankie got a call and it came from his own phone number.
It's coming from inside the house.
They just throw numbers up there. I know. That's what it reminded me of. The old
scam
movies.
is coming from inside the house.
He's upstairs.
You missed your opportunity to vote. I'm sorry, your obligation to vote. We're waiting for you upstairs in your house. Which, by the way, has no second floor, so.
No, we don't have a second floor. Well, we have an attic. And he was actually up there a couple days ago because when do you spring a roof leak?
Oh, well.
During monsoon season,
of course. How else? How else would you know it was leaking if it weren't monsoon season?
Oh, and it's right in the living room and right in front of the TV. And we put a pail in front of it.
Blocking your view of the TV? How unfair.
Not even the view. All I could hear was doink, doink. Doink. I couldn't hear the TV.
Why? I know this is going to sound really obvious. Maybe. Yeah. Did it occur to you to maybe put like a wet towel in there so it wouldn't go doink, doink, doink?
We had a roof leak during monsoon season. How are we supposed to think about anything? I was kind of getting used to the doink. It was really steady, like a metronome.
Oh.
I thought about writing a song to it.
You can get out your old piano music from when you were in second grade.
That's the song,
right.
too.
We all had to do that one.
Yep.
Well,
yeah, so
we're going to be live from here when you get here from Arizona. That'll be fun.
I know we're going to be able to do a podcast, like looking at each other's faces.
We won't know what to say.
Lying.
We won't know what to say. And I was a little bit horrified because it's been how many years since you were here and you still don't have a Chinese restaurant within driving distance of you. And that scares me.
I know.
You said to me, could we go out for Chinese food? We can't go out for Chinese food here. And I'm thinking every podunk town I've ever driven through, like Lompoc, California, has a Chinese restaurant.
We have an Indian restaurant. But somebody said that they opened that for truck drivers because there's a lot of Indian truck drivers.
Or there were, but the show is not political.
I know, but all I see there are trucks. I don't think I don't know if I like Indian food, but the word curry makes me not like anything.
I thought it would remind you of a famous basketball player, and then you would want it.
Steph Curry. He's not on my team.
Oh, that's why you don't want to eat the food. I get
none
it
of our
now.
teams. Well, I bought some once just to smell it.
And?
It's still in my spice thing.
Oh,
Well, I don't like the way it smells, so there's no
fair
way
enough.
I'm gonna ever eat it.
although there are many kinds, but you'll learn about that when you get to Chicago. This is usually the part where we thank you and I suggest you buy my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. But we have decided that at least one of you deserves some sort of prize for listening. I have no idea exactly what it will be, but it will feature the words Captain Oblivious on it. And all you have to do to win is send an email to Turi@shebopsproductions.com with a short description of whatever your partner or friend or boss or somebody who ought to be paying attention failed to notice, and your mailing address. Marci and I will pick out the best one, and that will be the winner. You have until August 31st, 2026 to enter, and you have to live in the USA because I don't send things over borders. Good luck.